Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing? I know you're doing absolutely fantastic. Well, today I've got an update for you, and it's about the UKVI's changes that they are going to be making to visa fees and IHS fees effective the 4th of October 2023. If you're coming to my channel for the very first time, hi, my name is Becca. On this channel, basically, I talk about nursing. I do lifestyle vlog videos, a little bit of me, fun and positive vibes here and there. So this is just a quick update, guys, that very recently the Home Office or the UKVI was trying to increase the number of years that it will take an individual to get their indefinite leave to remain or their settlement here in the United Kingdom. However, the news some way, somehow came out, people heard it and started to form or to, write petitions to counter that effect or reaction. And so we haven't heard any official updates about that subject. However, just a few days ago, about a couple of days ago, we heard another update, and that is why I am here to give you that first-hand information. So effective October 4th, 2023, visa fees are being increased. So if you're watching this video today, you have from today to the 3rd of October to make your application if you still want to pay the old application fee. Let me bust your bubble. ILR fee has also been increased. And so if you're a family of 4, 5, 6 in the UK, you should start budgeting or planning how much you are going to be putting in towards your indefinite leave to remain. So at first, indefinite leave to remain was around £2,400 per person. However, it's been increased. Without wasting much of your time, let me just break it down, tell you how much the increment is for each visa category or visa specification, and how much you're going to be paying for the famous indefinite leave to remain. But it still stands at 5 years at the moment. The years has not been increased as yet, but the money to get your indefinite leave to remain has increased. But as I said before, if you are planning to apply for indefinite leave to remain, or you're planning to apply for your visa or a visa for your family or any visa category at all, and you don't want these new changes to affect you, then you have from now till October 4th to do so. If you are a health worker and you are on the health and care visa, being it a nurse, healthcare assistant, doctor, dietitian, nutritionist, pharmacist, radiologist, laboratory technician, then you will not have to pay for the immigration health surcharge, which still remains the same. Thankfully, you don't have to pay for IHS fee. Yeah. So guys, this is the official UKVI's website, which I'll leave the link also in my description box for further reading. Yeah, so this is the Home Office Immigration and Nationality Fees effective 4th October. It was updated on the 15th of September 2023. So the fees category, the current fees, the new IHS, and the fee change. Yeah. So visitors visa, so up to 6 months visitors visa used to be £100. It's now going to be £115. If you want a long-term visa of 2 years, it used to be 375. It's now going to be 400. A visa of 5 years, which is also a long-term, was 670, is now going to be 771. And up to 10 years used to be 837. It's now going to be 963. If you are carrying on a visit, academic visit for more than 6 months, but not more than 12 months, that has not changed. It still stands as £200. If you're coming on a visit visa for private medical treatment up to 6 months, but not more than 11 months, it also stands at the same price. It hasn't changed. If you're coming on a transit visa through direct airside transit, it's £35. It hasn't changed. Now, indefinite leave to remain to enter the UK as a dependent of a member of the armed forces under Appendix Armed Forces to the immigration rules, that has changed. So it used to be 2,404. It's now going to be 2,885. and that is a £481 increment. If you're applying for indefinite leave to remain to enter the UK as a foreign or Commonwealth citizen discharged from HM Forces under paragraph 13 of Appendix Armed Forces to the immigration rules, that has also changed to £2,885. That is a £481 increment. So that is where most of us belong. If you are on tier 2 sponsorship, on healthcare assistant visa, on any category of tier 2 sponsorship in the UK leading to the route of ILR, note that it's been increased to 2,885. Okay, so from here I'm going to just be mentioning the relevant or significant changes here. So this one talks about work, that's application made outside the UK. If you are coming to work, that is not under the health and care visa, the other categories of visa. Yeah, the first one is innovator founder. If you're the main applicant or the dependent and you're applying for the innovator or innovation visa, that is now going to be 1,191 per person. Yeah. If you are applying as a startup, if you're applying for a startup visa, the main applicant and dependent now is going to be 435. Okay, 435. If you are applying for approval letter from a competent body in respect of an initial application for global talent, it's now going to be 524. 524. So basically, everything about the global talent visa has changed. All the prices of the global talent visa application has changed. If you are applying as a tier 1 visa holder, tier 1, that's exceptional talent, it's not going to be 716 exceptional talent. If you're applying on tier 1 visa as an entrepreneur, it's 1,191. That's the new price, 1,191 as an entrepreneur. That's for dependent only. Yeah. If you're applying as an investor on the tier 1 visa, that's going to be £1,884 for the main applicant and the dependent. Okay. If you're applying for a skilled worker visa where a certificate of sponsorship has been issued for 3 years or less, the main applicant and the dependent is going to pay 719. So that's a £94 increment. Yeah. And also, if you are applying on a skilled worker visa where the certificate of sponsorship has been issued for over 3 years, because some can give you up to 5 years, anything that's above 3 years, then the main applicant and dependent is going to pay 1,420. If you're applying a skilled worker visa on the shortage occupation list where a certificate of sponsorship has been issued for 3 years or less, so this one, you are on the shortage occupation list. So if you're on the shortage occupation list and your visa or your COS is given in less than 3 years or up to 3 years, then you're going to be paying 551. And if it is over 3 years, then the main applicant and dependent, you're going to be paying 1,084. If you are on the skilled worker health and care visa where a COS has been issued for less than 3 years, then the main applicant and dependent 284. So that's just a £37 increment. And then when the COS for health and care visa has been issued for 3 years and over 3 years, you are going to be paying 551. That is for the main applicant and the dependent. If you're a minister of religion, that's tier 2 minister of religion, main applicant and dependent is going to be paying 719. If you're an international sports person with COS issued for 12 months or less, you're going to be paying 298. International sportsman with COS issued for over 2 years, you're going to be paying 719. If you're on a temporary work visa, which is the seasonal worker, the religious worker, charity worker, creative worker, international agreement, government authorized exchange, and youth mobility scheme, then the main applicant and dependent is going to be paying now, they're going to be paying 298. And if you're a representative of an overseas business, you're going to be paying 719. If you're a global business mobility senior or specialist worker of up to 3 years, you're going to be paying 719. And if it is more than 3 years, you're going to be paying 1,420. If you are going to be applying as a global business mobility graduate trainee, you're going to be paying 298. If you're applying a scale up visa, it's going to be 822. Yeah. If you're applying to study, in the UK. As a student, main applicant and dependent is going to be paying 490. So for students, 490, and a child student is paying also 490. That's the new fee. And short-term students studying English language for more than 6 months, but not more than 11 months, the fee hasn't changed. It's still £200. If you are going to be using the premium services outside the UK, if you want to use premium service, that's priority services. If you apply for priority visa, for settlement is £500. That has been reduced. Yeah, it has been reduced. If you're applying for priority visa service for non-settlement is being increased up to £500. If you apply for super priority visa service, it's being increased to £1,000. If you want to use the premium service like the email service, is £2.74. If you want to use the international telephone helpline, it is £0.69. And if you want to use the super priority services when you are inside the UK, if you're using super priority services inside the UK, it is £1,000 now, from 800 to 1,000. If you are going to be using expedited processing priority service, it hasn't changed. It still stands at £500. So let's say if you are doing your ILR and you want to use the super priority, you know that you're going to add an extra 1,000 to the 2,800 something that I mentioned earlier. If you're using the expedited, it hasn't changed. It still stands at 500. And if you're using the on-demand service, which is the mobile biometric enrollment per hour representative of the contract providing the service, it hasn't changed. It still stands at £650 per person. The others has not really changed, so I'm not going to touch on them. But I think these are the major changes that has been introduced. The others have not been changed at all. Some are also not too significant. So guys, this is the end of the video. I'll just leave the link, as I said, in the description box for your further reading. Thank you guys so much for watching, for constantly coming back to the channel. And until we meet again in my next video, guys, is bye.